Hi everyone, Phil Aston here from the Now Spinning Group on Facebook and nowspinning.co.uk. I just wanted to tell you about a box set that I've found. I've been after it for a long time, and it's by the Allman Brothers, and here it is, Dreams. I've been after this for a long time. I got into the Allman Brothers very late, actually, early 90s when they reformed to do 7 turns, and I kind of went backwards from there and forwards from there with Warren Haynes and Gov't Mule. And I've got nearly everything they've done now, but so I always thought this was like just for completists, but there are quite a few tracks on here that I haven't got. So I thought I'd share it with you, and we'll have a look inside. So here it is, the Dreams box set by the Allman Brothers from 1989. You can see it's an actual album sized box set. This is a real box set like they used to be like at that time, and there weren't many box sets around then, so they were luxurious things and they weren't cheap. And you'd have a giant box like this. This didn't necessarily have a lot of discs in, unlike today, and this one has 4. But the great thing about these box sets from this period is the amount of detail and love that went into them. You know, really nice textured booklet, really good quality paper, and absolutely tons to read in this. And it's been put together, as I say, it's put together before they reformed in the 90s. But I think what's so good about it is it goes through every musician, what was going on behind the scenes with the albums they were making. A lot of really interesting stuff here, and a lot of really interesting photographs as well. And the other thing that I really like about it, it goes through when the band split up. Each time that it did that, it goes through in great detail what each musician did later. So Great Southern for Dickie Betts, the Greg Allman solo period, there's even the stuff he did with Cher, and then Dickie Betts later on, especially gets to Pattern Disruptive, which is probably the closest they got to a hard rock album. You can see here all the albums, even the Duane album anthologies that came out in the early 70s, which are great albums by the way. All the official live stuff up to that point is in here, and then it goes into detail all the musicians that play on each track. I think the other thing that's worth mentioning is we've got the Allman Joys in here, which I hadn't heard before, the Hourglass, which is really good stuff. So if you're an Allman Brothers completist, there's absolutely tons of stuff in here. You've even got Rain by Lennon McCartney by Greg Allman, which is absolutely fantastic, which is I think only available here. But absolutely brilliant booklet. And then the albums themselves are in 4 jewel case cases, which is what you used to get in box sets in those days. And it does have a little bit of information for each one, again telling you a bit about the tracks that are on each one. So there's 4 discs going through the whole history of the band up until the point where they reformed. So it's well worth it. I'm so pleased I got a copy of this. I've been after it for an absolutely long time. So that's the Allman Brothers and Dreams. Thank you.